thing young EDOCHIE has been saying all this while. With all the write-ups and the videos he has been doing, for him, that wasn't enough. He felt he needed to do more because this man is doing all he can to be talked about. He wants to be famous by force, by fire. Like, then they see this kind of person again. I've never seen a man like this before. Like, a man that talks so much. A man that has no conscience. A man that doesn't feel about the feelings of others. He doesn't put his first wife into consideration. Neither is he even thinking about his first children, the 4 children he had before, because those are grown up. He's not even putting them into consideration. Anyway, welcome and welcome back to my channel. For those of you just joining, my name is Vivian, and for my oldies, you know Vivian hurts you. Thank you for always coming back to support your girl. Believe me, I don't take your love and support for granted. So, as I was saying before, guys, young EDOCHIE decided to celebrate the second wife. He said the second wife brought blessings to his family. He said if not for the second wife, there wouldn't have been, like, where his name is now being mentioned, wouldn't have been possible. In fact, he said the first wife is a blessing. He made this known to the whole public, the general public, by writing it in his verified Instagram handle. I'm going to read it exactly the way he wrote it. And while I'm reading it, I'll be analyzing it. You know, rumors has it that this second wife has this man inside a bottle presently. And we hope that bottle, because I'm beginning to believe that probably it is true. We just hope that he doesn't last inside that so-called bottle for a very long time. We pray that he comes to his senses, because Nigerians, his fans, are not finding it any funny. Guys, for me not to waste much of our time, let's read it. And while we are reading it, we will be analyzing it together. Let's read, guys. And it goes like this. God works in mysterious ways. Marrying a second wife has brought me blessings and also elevated my 2 lovely wives. Sometimes it takes the things we see as disappointment to happen for elevation to come. It happens many times in the Bible, just like the case of Joseph. I'm a man after God's heart. I'm like King David in the Bible. I communicate with God and he guides me every day. I wronged my wife May from the way I went about it, and I have apologized to her. Hold on. What did he just say? I wronged my wife with the way I went about it. Now, he's not saying he wronged the wife because he took a second wife. Now, what he's saying is that it was the way he did it that he wronged the wife. Not that he took a second wife. For him, taking a second wife wasn't a bad thing. Wasn't bad at all. It was the way he did it. Let's continue. Then he said, and I have apologized to her sincerely from the bottom of my heart. But in the eyes of God, things are different. Now, what he's trying to say now, that he has apologized to the wife. And also, he's also trying to say that God sees things differently. So he's telling us that God does not see the way that we are seeing things. God is happy that he's bringing sadness to the wife. God is happy that all of a sudden, a wife he was praising, saying she has been so patient with him. When he had nothing, she stood by him. So God is not happy that he decided to take another wife and add to her. So God does not see things the way we see things. Let's continue, guys. God blesses differently. His ways are not our way. Our destinations are different. Don't be deceived by the white man's culture. Same white people that condemn polygamy are encouraging men to marry their fellow men. In the end, judgment is for God. Even white people don't understand God fully. Nobody does. Actually, that's why he remains God. Many great men in the Bible had one wife. Many great men in the same Bible also had more than one wife. And if that happens to be your destiny, God will elevate you and elevates all that concerns you through it. My wife May just signed her first endorsement deal. Something that never happened all these years. And that came from what many saw as disappointment. Hold on. Now, what he's saying now is that if not that he married a second wife, the wife wouldn't have gotten the endorsement deal. EDOCHIE, if you bring your wife now and tell her to go back to time, if she would change from what you just did now, like by marrying a second wife, from having you all by herself, having her family all put together, not having her or her family being talked about by the whole of Nigerians and other bloggers all over the world, do you think she's not going to choose having you, her family all put together, not having to share you with another person? Do you think she cares about endorsement deal? Hasn't she been living all this while? Who would prefer having a endorsement deal than a peaceful home? Are you kidding me, this man? Me, I don't vex, so I don't vex. What is all this? What are you saying? I'm a woman. Like, why you just dey take rubbish, nonsense, poto just they rub this woman face? Do you think she's happy? She's not happy. If you think she's happy, my dear, you are so wrong. Probably you are in the same house. I don't know how you guys are put together, but believe me, even if she's not shouting at you, making any wahala with you, that woman deep down, she's not happy, and your children are not happy with you. So EDOCHIE, she would have preferred having a happy home, living a peaceful home, and not having to share her husband with any man. So, my dear, she prefers having you and her family, and that is it, without all this wahala everywhere. And then he said, and this came from what many saw as disappointment. I have realized that God's ways are different. Many more deals will still come to her because she's a wonderful person. He also said, so is my wife Judy. She has also been elevated. Now, widely known, her career is bigger with a whole lot going for her as well. Let me not even talk about myself. My stardom has tripled. My name is being mentioned in places it never got to before. Of course, people will talk about you, and they are not talking about you in a good way. Nobody would, anywhere you mention EDOCHIE now, is that man that decided out of nowhere to marry a second wife, and you think that is good? Everybody wants to be talked about in good way, not the way everybody's talking about you now. So my dear, stop this way. You feel, I don't even know how you're feeling. You feel you are on top of the moon now. Carry yourself, come back and sit down and stop thinking where you've not smeared. Stop it. He went on to say, my children are blessed. Summary, the way of God are different. Our destinies are not the same. You may not understand another man's destiny, and that's because you are not supposed to. Accept your own. If God gives you more than one wife, it will come with blessings and elevation. Run your race and put God first in all you do. He speaks to each of us differently. Love and peace to you. Something definitely is wrong with this man, and we pray it's not what a lot of people are saying. We just pray it's not what a lot people are saying, that he's under a spell. Because I don't understand the fact that you've done what you've done videos, you've spoken to Nigerians before and all, and most of the things that you said really didn't make that much sense to a lot of people. But still at that, you know your wife is not happy, you're still coming out to praise your new wife, telling the whole of Nigeria that she brought blessings to your home, which is so wrong. it is so wrong. If you want to be popular, if you want to go viral, if you want your name to be mentioned everywhere, there are other things to be done. There are a lot of other things to be done instead of doing what you are doing. There's a comment under this post that someone wrote that I really thought was really interesting, and this person just spoke the mind of a lot of Nigerians. And this person wrote, "It's nothing honorable or noble with what you are doing at this point. Some matters should not be discussed privately. If not for anything, do it for your kids and family. You have a very vast family's name to protect. Do it with integrity and honor. If not for anyone else, do it for the lion that gave birth to you." He's referring to the dad. For those of you that don't know, his dad is Pete EDOCHIE, that gave birth to you, whose glory, love, and legacy you enjoy. Discipline is essential for any man. And my dear brother, you are diminishing yours the more you this low, still talking about this matter. Such family matter should be left behind. The curtains. If you were my direct younger brother, I would put you on time out and seize your phone at this point so that your wife and kids and family can heal. These are I totally agree with this person that wrote this comment. You know you've done wrong. I just believe that this guy is not finding any peace. He's not happy. He's just looking for every way to justify everything that he has done, like what he has done so far, because he knows the wife is not happy and majority of Nigerians are not happy with him. So this is what he's trying to do. Anyway, guys, what do you think about his write-up? Do you think he's making any sense? Do you think he's really under a spell? Let me know in the comment section. And I'm going to leave you guys now. For those of you just tuning in to my channel, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and also share. And I'll definitely see you guys in my next one. Bye, and I love you all. Bye guys. Bye guys.